I forgot. I can't fucking play music because YouTube always flags my fucking videos. Fuck you, YouTube. Anyway, Sie Gra Sie Ma, Week 5 analysis and Week 6 preview. Here we go. So my record improves to 25 and 11. I think that's pretty good for the amount of picks I did. That's over 36 picks and more than half right. So it looks like I'm doing pretty good. We had Mark versus Eric. Eric took his 4th straight win, and I took my loss. And Deshaun Jackson did him good on Monday night, but he really didn't need anything else. He had a good game from Rodgers, had a shit game from Ben. DeMarco Murray did good for him, even though Forte killed it for me. Bishop Sankey, kind of. I did him in a couple of leagues and didn't look good at all. Then we had Brandon versus Tom. I got that one wrong too. Tom stayed undefeated. I thought he was gonna have his first loss, but he wasn't. I mean, I was hoping that Tom would have his first loss, so I kind of wasted a pick on that. Brandon couldn't fulfill my dream, so it sucks. Thanks for nothing, Brandon. And Peyton Manning had a huge game for you, Tom. Also, Luck outperformed Kaepernick. Just off the top of my head, Golden Tate had a very good game. So he put you over the top, 181 to 138, like 40 points, not even close. Then we had Marky versus Dickone. I thought you were gonna win, Dicky. You made that rant 2 weeks ago on the video, 3-0 in the big boy league, and now you dropped 2 straight. You're sitting at 3-2, just like me. You lost to Markey. I forgot. He also had Calvin Johnson, who did nothing for him. Eddie Lacy had a big game, and Russell Wilson just destroyed it at the end. So puts you to 3-2. I think Markey is 2-3. Then we had Greg versus Dirty. Pierre Thomas put on a show. I think he gave Greg 30 points, if I'm not believing. Yeah, 31 points. And Dirty, you go back into last place. Just keep it a little bit warm. That seat's safe for Mode. Lastly, we got Adam versus Mode. I had that pick right. Demaryius Thomas put on a show along with Foster. Mode, he slept on Donnell that 1 week that he had the 3 touchdowns. Then you put him in this week, and he did shit for you. So fuck you, Mode. Let's go to my predictions. I know that Mode and a couple of other people said that I'm biased about my picks, that I pick my team to win. So I won't be doing that. I'll be going among projections and how everything's going, and we'll see. I'll be completely unbiased, and I'm just gonna choose the people, that based on what projections I think is gonna happen and who's gonna win. So first one, I'm not even gonna mention names. I'm just gonna mention team names, so it's not biased. Mark the Steel versus Team Dickone. Team Dickone got the advantage in quarterback. He also has the advantage in the running back position. Mark the Steel has an advantage in the wide receiver position, tight end, and the flex position. So naturally, I'm gonna go with Mark the Steel winning this week. Team Dickone, you drop to 3-3, and Mark the Steel drops to 4-2. Well, rises to 4-2. Then we got Eric versus Dirty. I think Eric's going to dominate this matchup. Eric has a pretty good team. He has advantage in quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, and running back. And Dirty only has the advantage in the flex play. So I think that this might be a little bit of a blowout. I think Eric's going to win. Then we got Tom versus Adam. Tom obviously has the advantage in the quarterback position. Adam has the advantage in the wide receiver position. Their tight ends are pretty much equal. I think they're both projected for 10 points, so that's a squash. Adam's definitely beating him in the flex play. He has a couple more points projected, I think like 10 more points, and then Adam has the running back position locked up over there with Lynch and Foster. Yeah, Anton Smith, I don't know if he's going to do that good for you. Maybe he has that one big run. Tom, you're finally defeated. You're going to be 4-1. And Adam will be 4-2. Same record as me. And we got Marky versus Greg. Uh, Greg, you have an advantage in the quarterback position. Marky in the wide receiver position. Greg tight end, Marky flex, and then Marky running back. It looks pretty equal. I think that if Drake Bell plays against Minnesota, he'll have a good game, and I still think that Marky's gonna win. And good luck to you both. It should be pretty close. I think that one's only won by one category. Then we got Brandon versus Mode. All right. Mode obviously takes the quarterback matchup. He has Phillip Rivers and Matt Stafford. I think he'll be able to hold off Kaepernick and Flacco. Brandon took the wide receiver with Jeffrey. No, he didn't. He did with Jordy Nelson, Emmanuel Sanders, and Andre Roberts, who's a pretty good play considering there's kick return and punt return yards. And Mode took the running back position with Andre Ellington and Forsett. The tight end Brandon definitely will take. I think Larry Donnell's not gonna have a big game, just like always. Maybe he might have a touchdown. I think Heath Miller will have a pretty big game against Cleveland. And then Mode takes the flex play. So based on the projections, I think Mode has 3 categories and Brandon has 2 categories. So naturally, I'm gonna say that Brandon's gonna win this matchup, and I'm sticking by it. Mode, fuck you. Your team sucks. All right, then we go to Pudos Kids. Pudos Kids, obviously, not Pudos Kids. What the fuck am I talking about? One more brewski. I actually changed my team name to Car Ramrod. Here we got a pretty nice matchup as well. 2 first and second place teams. I'm going far ahead of myself. I must not be drunk. I'm thinking too much. Let's go to recaps. Mark versus Rich. Austin Davis was a nice pickup for you. Anybody seen Richie? You know why Richie did Marquee? Yeah, I think you found me. Alright? I don't have to be looking for you anymore. Good job, Rich. Congrats. You're back on the right track. You got your first win. Good job. Brandon versus Tom. Rough outing for Brandon. Puts him in line for a loss. And both teams underachieved. And both teams underperformed, but Tom's performed just a little bit better just to give him that win. Then we had Adam versus Miguelito, which was the second matchup in 2 weeks, which sucks. The schedule kind of fucked up. The schedule actually, no, this is going to be their first matchup of 2. Hopefully they didn't play the week before, but yeah, this is their second. They're going to have 2 matchups in a row. Just the schedule comes out like that. I had to change for rivalry week, and 8 teams is kind of hard. You're obviously going to play a couple people twice. Very tough for Miguel. Demaryius Thomas killed it for Adam, and he takes his win. Adam jumps into 3rd place with 3-2 record, and Miguel, you fall back into last place. I think you were in last place last week. You stay there, and you're 1-4, which is still not that bad. I mean, 4 teams make the playoffs. You're the same record as Dickey, and we'll see what happens there too. Chris versus Greg, close game, but Chris takes it at the end. Russell Wilson had a very good game, and what are you gonna do? If Russell Wilson goes ham, that's it. Can't do anything about it. He had a lot of rushing yards. We were actually rooting against, Dickey and I were rooting against Russell Wilson in one league. Thank God he didn't do that even better than what he did. And we actually won $50 from OG FFL. Alright, here we go. Predictions. Again, I'm not going to be biased. Modest started bitching that I always choose my team to win, so I'm going to go based on projections again. Ready? Mark versus Chris. Chris, obviously you have the quarterback position locked up. You beat me in that one, and I believe you also beat me in the wide receiver position. You have strong wide receivers, and I think you're going to edge me out in that one. My running back game is definitely better than yours. I'm going to edge you in that one. My flex plays are also better than yours, and my tight end is going to also be beating your team. Defenses and kickers are going to be a toss-up. We'll see which way it goes. So I have Car Ramrod winning the weekly matchup versus, forgot what your team name is. Oh, that's right, I couldn't hear it. The silent farts. Then we got Brandon versus Greg. Uh, Greg, yo, Justin's not working again on your team. It's tough. I'm definitely gonna give Brandon the edge because I just have a feeling that Greg, you're not gonna be keeping up with it, and I think that Brandon is definitely keeping up with it, obviously, and you're not starting the people that you're supposed to, and Justin's not doing a good job. Get Patrick in here. Uh, Brandon's gonna take the quarterback position naturally. Uh, Greg, I give you the edge in running back and wide receiver. Tight ends, you're both equal. I believe you both have pretty decent tight ends with the Heat Miller and Delaney Walker. Both of them will have solid games, and Brandon, I'd give you the flex on this one, just because I think that Justin's not gonna update the team, and you're just gonna lose this week. I mean, you have someone on the bench. You have some people on the bench that you could switch in, but your team is definitely not anywhere near what it could be. Hit that waiver wire, son. Then you got Rich versus Tom. I guess it's a brother and brother rivalry, except for the fact that Greg's not playing his brother. Rich is playing my brother, and I'm playing his brother. I'm gonna give the slight edge in quarterback, running back, and flex to Tom. The tight end situation's equal, and Rich, you have a very strong advantage at wide receiver, but I still think that the matchup is a little bit tilted into Tom's favor, so I'm going to give Tom the matchup in the end. Yeah, so Brandon, I mean Rich, you're still going to sink to 1-5, and Tom, you're going to go to 4-2. We'll see. It's a close matchup, but I still think that Tom's going to get it. And it's going to be a tight race up to the front. Oh, yeah, I forgot. When I predicted Carremmer, I don't know whose team that is, that team's going to be 5-1, and then Silent Fart Ninjas will be 4-2. Lastly, we got Adam and Miguel. Again, sorry about that week to week, back-to-back matchup. You guys are playing the same people, but I'm going to give the slight edge to quarterback. I mean, not slight edge. It's pretty decent edge. 9 points to Miguel with Peyton Manning. Wide receivers, I'm going to give to Adam. Adam has Demarius. Who does he have? Yeah, he has Demarius Thomas, Vincent Jackson, Andre Johnson. It's a pretty solid thing. Be careful on Andre Johnson. I don't know if he's playing. He's questionable. Running backs, I'm definitely giving to Adam. He has Marshawn Lynch and Giovanni Bernard. Those are two great running backs to have in a PPR. Miguel, you get the slight edge on tight ends. Gronkowski, the Polish hammer. That's Marcin Gortat, but like the Polish stomper. I guess that's what we could call him, or Polish Thor. All right. And Adam, I give you the flex play. I think that you're gonna win the flex positions, and ultimately you'll win this matchup. So you'll take both of the matchups so far, unless you had a third one or fourth one against Miguelito, which I highly doubt, because I made sure that the schedules are very equal and that everybody plays each other twice or 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. There might be a couple 3 times. Anyway, that's your Week 5 analysis and Week 6 preview. Peace.